I just finished week 2 of my intro to sewing class.
And I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry.
Sunny.
Sunny. I'm Suzanne.
Suzanne. Ooh.
And
Milana?
yeah, Alana.
Oh, Alana.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'll let you pick your, because it's probably easier to pick them together. This is kind of cute. What? Oh, what about the yellow?
I know that iron's hot. I don't know about these. Alright, you got both of those. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for the other fabric. Now with this, because I'm assuming you're going to, this has a direction to it, but it's not like a specific, it's just a pattern that repeats over and over again. So I'm going to suggest we just kind of fold it up here when she finishes tracing that.
Oh, I was supposed to trace them one by one. I mean, trace and cut one
That
by one.
one, because the fabric is, it repeats, it's not a particular pattern or anything. I would trace that one and then fold the fabric. So there's, go ahead and trace it. Not
Like fold it and then cut it twice. I'm not going to be able to do that.
You'll cut two at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
You don't want to do that? Okay.
I was going to say, it's going to be hard for me to
okay. Then trace it once and then trace it a second
Okay.
time.
Yeah, I don't like cutting through two layers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we're going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut both out.
Yeah, that chalk has seen better days. I think when I was here a couple weeks ago, it was like they were big.
Is this like regular chalk or is it like
It's
sewing?
like Taylor's chalk. Yeah.
Taylor's chalk. Taylor's chalk.
It usually, the difference is that with Taylor's chalk, it kind of comes to a finer edge. So you can do a straighter line, whereas the chalk like I buy for a chalkboard, it's that big fat round thing. It's not, there's not a point to it.
Those little mini sewing machines, like those work. Those like
The little,
the little pink one and the
yeah,
black one.
now the pink one, I don't know if that's a child's toy
it's like
or
a
not.
toy.
That does look like a toy. I don't know if that would work, but the little black one should work. That's an old fashioned one. I mean, all those.
What, that black one?
She
She said it does work. She said that was her grandma.
Aw.
Her grandma's or great grandma?
I have my mom's and I have my grandmother-in-law's, which is a lot like
Yeah.
the second one over
Yeah,
the black.
same. My grandmother.
Grandmothers-in-law.
Yeah, my grandmother-in-law. Does that make sense?
Yeah, does her children not sew?
No.
Okay.
She had a boy, and they only had boys. Not that boys can't sew.
Well, yeah, I was just, they
but
only
they
have.
did not learn to sew.
Oh, so were you the first to marry?
Uh-huh.
So you were the first and probably the favorite.
Yep.
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna give you all of the things that I wish I had a little girl for.
Or it matches or coordinates. They've got orange. You might be good for that.
So how do I start cutting this without cutting this, or am I supposed to cut the side?
You're supposed to cut
Oh,
off.
okay.
You're going to cut out 4 rectangles.
Is there this is the proper way to hold it? Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite recipe?
I love her brownies.
Brownies
Yeah, she actually makes them from scratch.
with cocoa powder. Oh.
And they're iced on top of it. And then there's these pecan sandies.
Ooh.
They're really good.
How did you trace that so fast? I was struggling. As you saw me. You just like.
Cutting's harder for me than like cutting fabric.
She might have baked piece of chocolate.
I kept breaking pieces, so yeah, she just traced it so fast. I should have just gave you the square and let you do it, and then came back. But if I'm cutting it bigger,
It's fine.
I guess how do you, when it comes to like, obviously sewing, and you cut the fabric like not not as exact as the pattern, how do you fix it or what happens?
Most patterns, they will give you what's called a seam allowance. So when you sew, you're going to sew like a quarter to half an inch inside the edge. So they account for that when you get patterns. And so in this case, see how it's a little bit smaller? Because there's a seam when you sew the fabric together.
Oh, when you okay.
And it's inside.
Okay. And then if you ever like if I was to start sewing here, like would I just trim this off after I'm done sewing the
If you
seams?
start sewing it and you sewed on the line, yeah, you would trim it.
Trim this.
Yeah.
Okay. For needs to face the outside of the pattern.
Right, so
Okay.
the outside, because this is the lining,
Okay.
right? And we're going to put right sides of the fabric together. You got right side and wrong side.
Okay.
Typically, most of the time you're going to be sewing right sides of the fabric together. That way it puts the seam on the inside.
Wait. Okay. You lost me.
Okay, you got the right side of the fabric and the wrong side of the fabric. Typically when you sew fabrics together, although this one...
Like this one is a
Yeah,
right
definitely you can tell right side and wrong side. This one I'm like, I can't. But you typically sew right sides of the fabric together and you'll stitch
And then flip
that
it.
way.
Oh, okay. We did it with the
'Cause it-
eyeglass case.
Yeah, because if you did it this way, then suddenly
Oh, the
this would be
seaming
your
would be on the
that
outside.
would be your lining inside, and this would be your outside. So yeah, your lining would be kind of
You sew them together.
so.
Okay.
So you typically want to sew right sides of the fabric together.
Okay. Any cases you don't sew them together?
If you're doing a French seam,
Okay. We don't
and
know.
that's getting fancy.
Okay.
We're not getting fancy yet.
Okay.
So right now we are going to sandwich this zipper in between your outside and your lining. And I'm going to show you here in just a second why it's important at this point. And I'm going to zip that here in just a second. But see, when you open it up, that's going to be essentially one side of your pouch.
Okay.
So your zipper is going to be on the outside rather than on the inside.
Okay.
That would make this the outside and this the lining.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I'm going to unzip this to make it easier, and I'm going to get you what's called a zipper foot. You've been using this plain foot right now.
This putter foot.
Right.
Foot press.
It's a regular presser foot.
Presser foot.
Yep.
I said
And
putter
we're
foot.
going to change it to a zipper foot because what you want to do, if you try to stitch along close to the zipper, it's high on one side and low on the other side, so it gets kind of wonky. A zipper foot will help. So let me go get the zipper
Okay.
foot over here on the other side.
Do you have to hold both sides of the fabric, or is like it's okay? Like
It's okay.
Okay.
I usually use, I guess if it gets long, I do use two and kind of help gently pull it, but you're fine.
Okay.
Just kind of guide it through.
okay.
I'm going to zip it for just a moment. This is your outside. Like this. Grab your clip. Here in the middle. And
Wait.
that will be your inside, and this will be your outside.
And then should I back stitch?
Go ahead. That's fine. Yeah, to lock it in. So again, you want to put this underneath here.
And then
And your zipper teeth are over there. And do the same thing. Just kind of keep this out of the way for right now.
It was so good. It was so bad.
Oh, you actually did pretty good.
Oh wait.
And part of sewing is forever ripping stuff out.
Oh my god.
Because I still do that.
Wait, it's crooked.
Not badly, but here, if you're concerned about it, let's see what you can do, because all this is going to be inside. You can come back and just sew again,
Okay.
and just sew, and kind of
Okay. Which line you think I should follow? This
keep your presser foot on the edge of the fabric.
edge of the fabric. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. And then press her foot at the edge of the fabric. So the fabric is now in the middle of the presser foot. I know you said the edge. Is that okay? You see it's in the middle now?
Okay, this is where you might use two hands to help guide it. So start sewing again.
Okay.
Just press your foot down on the middle and
Oh,
kind of
okay.
guide it.
Okay, that
Get
makes
back
sense.
to place.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just use it until I get comfortable with it. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's turn it inside out before we do anything.
Do I just go in and pull it through like
Yeah,
that?
you might go ahead and use your fingers to go ahead and open the zipper the rest of the way. I opened it part way.
So open it.
Go ahead and open it up. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
And open it the rest of the way. It'll just give you more room to turn it inside out. Let me try.
It's just inside the other way.
Yeah, because this is the outside.
Okay, let's see. Wait, how would you,
Let's see. Got nimble fingers. And you just grab that foot and,
I felt like I would have to force it.
well, you should. I think because it's.
What are you making?
The little pouch, the same thing she just made?
There you go.
Oh,
No, the zipper pouch.
Zipper pouch, second class.
I remember making it. Mine was purple and black.
You can go ahead and turn it inside out. It'll be easier when you get it the right direction. We're going to turn it back out, wrong side out in a minute. Just you want to make sure it looks okay right now, and then we'll come back and trim like the end of the zipper and the corners. I don't think you're ever going to notice whether it's. But if it's going to bother you, we can restitch it. We can take it out and restitch it.
Now, if you say I'm not gonna notice, that's what I want to make sure. I'm not gonna notice it. Oh, that's cute. Okay. No, I think it's fine then, right? Because it still looks.
It's inside.
Then this I will be able to poke out.
Yeah, we'll poke all this out. So, okay, now we're going to go back. You're going to love this. We're going to turn it right back, wrong side out again. And I'm going to have you trim things up before we flip it back.
Oh, wow, okay.
Not that bad.
It's really not bad, no?
How long do you think it would take? 3 minutes?
Yeah, actually, it usually takes me like 15 minutes to open.
Okay. It's the zipper that gets.
But the zipper takes long.
The zipper takes a little longer. No, but that's your first one, right?
I just finished week 2 of my intro to sewing class, It was good. I was looking forward to it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I want to go buy me a sewing machine. I wanted to buy me one after the last class, but it's my reward for finishing all 4 weeks, and it was fun. I won't say I didn't learn anything. We didn't go over any basics. We just kind of followed a pattern, and they helped us along the way. And I created this little zipper pouch. Super cute. I love the fabric I picked out. It's gloomy out. I almost didn't want to come because it's super rainy. It gloomy out, but I'm glad I came. And this isn't perfect, and I wanted to go back and fix my mistakes, but I was like, you know what, it's my second project, and in a year when I'm sewing things, I'll be able to look at my very first projects and see a difference. Excuse me. Like, if you look at the zipper, this side is very, like, it's showing the seam of the zipper, but this side almost give like invisible zipper things. It gives invisible zipper things, and then the other side shows more like fabric, and I wanted to go fix that. I was like, you know what, nope, I don't have to be perfect. It's a learning process, but I'm so proud of myself. And this is week 2, and next week we're gonna make a wristlet with a button. So we're gonna learn how to use a buttonhole, but it's gonna be like a wristlet wallet. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. It is nothing like learning a new skill. Like, I don't know, it's so, like, I'm super proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. It's so simple, and I know so many people, you know how to do it, or their parents or grandparents taught them. I didn't have that, so I wanted to learn and teach myself along the ways after I finished these classes. But I'm so proud of me. Like, I said I want to learn how to sew, and I'm really going after the thing, and I'm sewing. Like, my eyeglass case that I sewed 2 weeks ago, listen, I put that to use when I was traveling. I put my sunglasses in there. This, I don't know what I'm gonna put in there, but I might turn this to my new wallet. Why? Because I made it. Like, and I'll go to the store, they might try to charge me $7.99 for this, but y'all, listen, go after it. Whatever you want to learn, go after it. It's never too late. But I'll see y'all next week for week 3 of Intro to Sewing.